for another episode of the 12-Man Fan Jam Show, a show made by 12s from around the world for 12s from around the world. I'm Mosette, and here's your host and my dad, the self-appointed Reverend Moses of the St. Paul Allen Church of Seahawk Positivity.
Yes, welcome, one and all. Welcome. Is that close? I don't know. It's German, maybe it's not. I don't know. Welcome to a very special 12-Man Fan Jam Show, the German Buccaneers Edition. I don't know if they go R or Eil or Heil or I don't know what.
They don't do that.
They don't do that. No heiling. We're not doing that.
They don't do that.
And it's in Germany. Oh, God.
I am the Reverend Moses of the St. Paul Church Seahawk Positivity, along with the 12-man posse. We bring you the 12-Man Fan Jam Show. And so please sit down, relax, grab a centered beverage or scent of your choice. Put your seatbelt securely fastened around your waist. Put your seats up in the full upright position. Put your tray tables up. Put your arms and feet. Put your arms and feet inside the podcast at all times. And what can I tell you? When Germany reunited, I think Dennis Miller said it best. You know, he felt like Germany reuniting like Martin and Lewis reuniting. They're both pretty cool, but I wasn't a fan of their older work. So, that being said, the Seahawks are in Munich, Germany to take on the Buccaneers Sunday morning. But here's the posse. Matt from Merry Old England is here. Hi, Matt.
Good morning, Moses. How are you?
I'm doing great. How about yourself?
Well, it's one of those rare occasions, Moses, where I feel closer to the Seahawks than any of you guys over there in the States. No, truly,
true.
Really, true. They're 760 miles away in that direction.
Nice.
Yeah, I feel very close to them, but I won't actually be going to Germany. I'm a bit saddened. Well, I'm not saddened, but I'm not going over to Germany to watch the game. I'm going somewhere else, but I'm sure the guys will do well over there.
Matt, I have a German knock-knock joke. Would you like to hear it? It's one of my favorites.
Let's
Are
do
you
it.
ready? Knock-knock.
Who's there?
The Germans.
Germans who?
Wie will be asking the questions here?
I don't want to be here anymore.
We may be some foreshadowing coming back in my weather report later.
Oh, no!
Similar things.
Oh, well, that's all right.
Similar
And
things.
the person who may leave is my son, Lil Mo. Hi, Lil Mo. How are you?
How's it going? I'm living the best life possible.
You are. There's Abby, our 12-man Fan Jam Show. One of our mascots, Abby, is here. Hi, Abby, this big sweetie. Lil Mo just celebrated a birthday last week. Happy belated. And
Happy birthday.
he's almost an adult, age-wise.
Ooh.
Almost.
Yeah.
Is it 18 in Indiana or is it 21?
It's 18.
Nice. Good.
He's almost 18, but not quite. And Abby is 12, if you're wondering. If anyone's available out there, look at a dog saying, how old is she? She's 12.
If you're interested. Oh, right.
Yeah, well, you can write the 12-Man Fan Jam Show later. But we do have a show to talk about. The Seahawks are in Germany. They are going to play the Buccaneers. And we are going to have a show dedicated to that and so much more. So let's get to the format, shall we? Yes, 12-Man Fan Jam Show, episode 1017, the Germany Buccaneer Edition. Our show is run just like a regular NFL game. We have 4 quarters and a halftime. First quarter, we're going to do the taste of Germany. I have some German snacks here I'm going to taste live on the air and give you my critique of some German snacks. In quarter 2, we're going to talk about last week's victory against the Arizona Cardinals. 31-21 in Arizona. At halftime, it is the best Seahawk-themed trivia game on the internet. 12-Man Fan Jam Show halftime trivia
Of the
world. And it will be Lil Mo and Matt mano-a-mano, one-on-one to see who will be the champion. Look at that.
I think we already know.
We shall see. He does not have the answers.
It won't be Dustin. That's all that matters.
It won't be Dustin. Dustin and Will are on assignment, so they're not here. The second half of the show is all about that game, about the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We have an injury report. We have a weather report. We have a fashion report. We have a sermon of Seahawk positivity. We put all that together. We give you our predictions, our prognostications, and our game balls for that very game between your Seattle Seahawks and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in Munich, Germany. But before we do all that, we'd like to ask you to please join us on our various social medias. We have a wonderful game day thread on 12-Man Fan Jam Show Facebook page. You want to join us there. Twitter is 12-Man Fan Jam Show. Lil Mo's doing the sound effects. And of course, you're watching us on the Seahawks Positive YouTube channel.
Whoa! Whoa!
And you can email us at 12manfanjamshow@gmail.com. One quick thing about the YouTube channel, we have some outtakes and some older shows on there if you want to go back and see some fun outtakes. We haven't done Zoom only for a couple of years, but we used to do like a radio show, so we had a lot of outtakes, so it's kind of fun. If you want to look back on that, it's fun stuff. But before we do all that, we want to get through this show, and it's time for quarter one and a taste of Germany. Yes, the Taste of Germany. We have a place over here called Jungle Jim's. It's kind of close. And Jungle Jim's has foods from around the world. And so I went down a few weeks ago and I looked in the German section because I knew we were playing Germany. I thought, wouldn't it be funny and cute to do? I have 4 snacks here and I'm just going to taste them and I'm going to let you know what I think. Whoa. Because I've never opened them. They're in the package. This first one, I'll give you an example, is Palm Sticks. Palm Sticks. Okay. They look like little, and it says cut from real potatoes, sour cream, Genschmack flavor. It's
Genschmack.
Genschmack.
That's why it's German. Right there.
Genschmack right there. Yeah.
Where's this from real potatoes as opposed to what?
Good question. I'm gonna open these up. And I did bring an opener helper. No, this isn't. Because I didn't want to waste my time trying to open the bags. So.
Are you allowed to have sharp implements?
Well, just for certain hours. So here we go. These look pretty good. I don't know. Here they are. What they look like.
What they smell like? What they smell like? A sniff.
They don't smell too bad.
They're like French fries.
They look like French fries.
Ah, there.
It's kind of there.
They don't have a lot of.
No, sorry.
There's not a lot of flavoring to them.
Are they just potatoes?
They're just like potatoes. I mean, it's okay. I'll give it an 8 out of 10 because I like potatoes, but as far as there's not much kick in the sour cream part, but not much kick in the sour cream. But
so no flavor. Okay, well, that's a shame.
How much cream?
I'm gonna wash that down.
German beer? No.
No. These are called. I like these knickknacks.
Knickknacks? We have them.
Knickknacks. Do you have those?
Oh, we don't. They don't look like that. Not in the UK. A different thing entirely.
They're called Double Crunch Peanuts.
A double crunch peanuts.
Twice the crunch. Twice.
Do you like peanuts?
That's what they.
No.
Love peanuts.
What they look like inside that bag.
Oh. Watch your teeth.
And it's already ruined enough.
They're peanutty.
They're peanut. Well, okay. What are you expecting?
No, it's like a little peanut inside a peanut.
They just look like a peanut. They just look like
peanuts.
It's like little peanuts.
Do they have any flavor other than just like peanuts?
I'll give it a 7. No, I'll give it. Okay, I'm gonna give the sticks a 7. I'm gonna give the knickknacks an 8. There's a little more flavor to them.
A little more flavors.
We got 2 left here. We got tortillettes. I don't even know.
Tortelletti.
Tortelletti? Is that what it is?
Tortillettes.
Zartes.
Yep.
You know, to speak German, you just have to like clear your throat. Let's go rip into this one. Oh my god. Holy moly. They're like freaking huge.
Oh my god.
I was not expecting that.
How many are in?
Shortbread tortellets.
Shortbread biscuits, nice.
Because I'm tea.
Any flavour?
Not much.
No.
Give these a
They're
6.
very bland in Germany.
Well, they got it like this so you can like put stuff on it probably.
Oh, of course, you're supposed to pour stuff in it.
Yeah.
Like jam or something, some sort of jelly.
They're like a little shortbread thing. I'm gonna give them a 6.
Mm.
The English guy would know.
Finally, I'll wash it down.
This is something. Food
I guess
show.
these are pronounced tuck.
Oh, tuck.
Tuck biscuits. We got tuck biscuits over here.
The tuck rule?
Oh, you do?
The tuck rule.
Paprika flavored.
Ooh, I haven't heard of that flavour before, but we do have tuck biscuits over here.
Oh, you do?
I like their double cheese ones are lovely. The cheesy ones.
Oh, really? We're going to try the paprika. I found this in the German section of the store, so I didn't know, if it was actual German or what. They look odd. Hold on, let me at these suckers. Got big old crackers.
Really crunchy.
O2. What that means. All right, here we go. Oh my god.
Yeah, really crunchy.
They're really crunchy.
Imagine some thick cheese on there.
He likes that.
These are the bomb.
Yeah, they're good.
You put a little cheese on these, I think we got some.
He's gonna eat them all tomorrow.
Oh yeah. The paprika will burn in a little bit.
I say tuck yes to this.
Tuck yes.
This is tucking great.
Charles Woodson is nervous right now.
I'm giving him a tucking 9.
We're tucking 9, lovely.
Is that all you got?
That's all I got.
No 10s?
No 10s. So
German food sucks.
See, now if Dustin had been here, we would have done a beer tasting one. We'd have got him 4 German beers to taste.
Right.
That's what should have happened. Yeah.
I gave the tucks a 9. I gave the knickknacks an 8. I gave the palm sticks a 7, and I gave the shortbread things a 6.
Well, here's the thing: is Smirnoff German? It sounds German.
Russian.
Same thing. Because I know you have some in the fridge.
I have some Smirnoffs in the fridge.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
But that's when we go to play Russian.
That's not gonna happen anytime soon.
So that's a taste of Germany. And now that's the end of the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter, bitches!
Achtung! We have so much more for us to say on the show. It's time for the German end of the first quarter.
Schneller!
And we will be back to talk about the Cardinals and the Seahawks and the game that they played on the Sunday before. We'll be right back. You do not move.
You sound Italian. It's like an
I don't know where
Italian.
that accent went at the end there.
I know.
It's like an Italian German.
You're listening to the 12-Man Fan Jam Show, a Seahawk Positivity production.
Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it.
What have I got to say? Sorry, I was busy doing something else.
What?
I thought you were just eating crackers.
I love you, Finn. Right?
What the hell are you doing?
I'm eating the tuck. They're wonderful.
Stop eating tuck. You're supposed to be presenting.
Right. All right, everybody.
Get with it, man.
Yeah. Hey.
You've been here before. Come on.
Therefore, go to the second quarter. I just can't get enough of these tuck-ins things. Welcome to the second quarter of 12-Man Fan Jam Show, episode 1017, the Germany and Buccaneers edition. I alongside Matt from Radio Dingle and Lil Mo. Well, I remind you that Statsman Mark and Will are not here. They're on assignment, and Dustin is also on assignment. So they're all on assignment, but they'll be back at other shows. And this happens during the season. Every once in a while, people have things they have to do. Not me. But we'll move on. Hey! Last Sunday, the Seahawks beat the Arizona Cardinals 31-21 in Arizona. Matt, your thoughts about that game?
That was another really good performance from the Seahawks, and
Yes.
I think the pivotal moment on this, the pick six from Gino, could have been a moment where this whole team fell apart really quickly.
Yes.
It could have been a heads down moment. It could have been a complete momentum change. It could have been a really bad moment, and instead they used it as a growing moment. They used it as a championship moment. They used it as a brush it off, forget about it, Gino. These things happen. It was always going to happen at some point, Gino. It's happened. Get over it. Get on with it. And I think again, I'm always happy to be proven wrong, and I'm always happy to eat pie, and I'm always happy to be the one that has to say it. But I didn't think that Gino Smith had this level of football in him. I did not think he had this level of football in him, and he's not only proving me wrong, he's making me look a fool in an extra, because I was dead against him being our quarterback for any length of time. I was ready to give Locke chances. I was ready to give anyone a chance. Baker Mayfield could have come in for all I cared.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I was wrong, hugely wrong, massively wrong. There we go. I'll say it.
You're far from wrong.
Not the only one though. I can tell you that.
I love the fact, I'm not going to talk about some of the others, but I still go back to what I said last week, actually. The number of players who are on the receiving end of Gino's plays is impressive. It is not a two-horse race. Everyone is getting some love. Everyone is getting a chance to shine. Everyone's getting that ball in the hands. I don't think the defense know from one play to the next who's going to get this ball.
And that makes it more dangerous.
Because I don't know, and I'm sitting there watching it, and I'm thinking, well, I have no idea who's going to get this one. But there they are. Suddenly somebody flies in out of, screen left. I think everyone had a really great game. I think from a defensive perspective, Jordan Brooks had a really good game.
He led the team in tackles, by the way, Lil Mo.
I have to say it, but he did. Absolutely fantastic. I also think Naruso the sack count on that little fella was glorious.
Yes.
Glorious.
It's not the first time he said that.
No, watching that little man get knocked over a lot was good fun.
It was.
I'd like to watch that some more, please.
Yeah.
I loved every part. I think it was good.
Yeah.
I think the penalty situation was better in this game than it's been for a long time. I think, but we also score in every quarter, and that to me is the mark of a really good football team. If you can make sure you've got points on the board in every quarter, there's no down points. More's the better. So yeah, a really great performance. I'm happy to eat pie. Gino, keep doing whatever the hell you're doing because you're doing a fantastic job.
I agree. I want to go back to Gino, talk a little bit about the offense. And I want to talk about Gino because, like you said, nobody thought he had this in him. He's checking off all the boxes as the years go on. The first week for me, the box he checked off looks like he knows the offense. Looks like he's control the offense. From day one, playing the Broncos in week one, he was out there, and I felt like he knew the system and he knew where people were supposed to be, and he believed in the system. And that was from day one. Now, he has other tests you want to check. And when he threw that pick six, I turned to Lil Mo in the game. I said, all right, here's another check box to check off, which is how does he handle adversity? And they came up with 3 of the best drives, maybe of the entire year. 13 play, 80-yard, 8-minute drives that, again, he looked like he was in command from beginning to end. The only thing we haven't seen, and I hope we don't, is 2 minutes to go, down by 4, no timeouts, get us a win. We haven't gotten there yet. We haven't seen that yet. We haven't had to. But last week, the adversity check was a big one because he's going to make mistakes. He's going to give up a pick six. He's going to give up interceptions. He's going to lose the ball. And he came right out and gave us 3, I think, the best drives of the entire year were after that pick six. And so hats off to him as well. Lil Mo, offensively, was there anything more that you'd like to add?
I mean, there was quite a bit of plays that there was like nobody open. Like
yes, there were.
I've not been able to get open. Like, there's some plays that I don't know if it's a play or if it's the players or what, but there's some plays that Gino's just, it's not his fault that no one gets open. And same thing with the O-line. They give him enough time, they just don't get open.
Agreed. There was a lot of coverage sacks last week.
And talk about the defense. I don't know if this is me being biased, but these last 5, 6, 7 weeks, I believe we're a top defense in the NFL.
I think we were number 5 going into yesterday. After week 3, I think we're number 5.
I mean, if you look at all the positions, like all the levels, I mean, Nwosu's is getting pressures. Brooks is tackling. Tariq Woolen, the whole secondary is playing great. I know it's it's only week 11, week 12. I don't know what week it is, but I don't know.
Here's the thing with Woolen. I said this to I think Lil Mo too. I said, remember beginning of the year we said, Tariq's a project. He's got the speed and he's got the size, but he's going to have to learn how to play at NFL defense. No, he doesn't. No, he's here. He's here. Last week, he made an incredible play where he broke on the ball and broke up a pass. And I said, forget the project stuff. There's no project. He has arrived. He is a legitimate NFL defensive back.
It is interesting to me as well, though, that at the start of the season, teams did not really think they'd have to account for him as much as they actually have to. Right. So suddenly, from the first few games where he was getting interception per game and all the rest of the stuff like that, that takes a little time for other teams to look at the tape and go, hold on a second here, we cannot sleep on this player. Right. We need to make sure that this player is we've got to make sure how we play against him. To take Lil Mo's point, and I agree entirely, one of the things about receiver, and the trouble with television is you don't get to see enough down the field to see who is open when when a play is happening live. You might see it afterwards in the reruns, but you don't see it at the moment.
Right.
And one of the things that I said in the chat, in the game day chat for me, was that I do think we were better with Wilson when it came to a broken down play of somebody getting themselves into a position where he was able to make a throw, a short dunk, whatever, to get us some yardage and get us out of a sticky situation. To me, at the moment, the rookies on that side of it, I mean, put DK and Lockett out to one side, because they know what the hell they should know the drill. But we're not as efficient as we were a few seasons ago at the broken down plays and trying to find an out for the quarterback. Now, that might be because they're being well covered. It might be because they're not aware that it's broken down enough. I don't know. But I think that that's an area where we certainly could do some improvements. And I also wouldn't say, I think some of the tackling is starting to get a little bit high again, a little bit on the arms, a little bit trying to get the ball rather than the feet. I understand that the pressure for turnovers, but I would like them to still remember the tackling is ultra important. I want that player on the ground. I don't care necessarily whether you get the turnover on every single play.
Well, and I think, so first off, the point about Gino, I think it's good, but you're talking about Russell Wilson, who might be the best ever at a broken play.
Oh, the escape, the Houdini quarterback.
I mean, you're comparing him to, maybe the best who's ever done it, and as far as breaking down a play. But but if you think about that, the first drive, the Seahawks, the Cardinals drove down, touchdown the first drive. Then we had a pick six, and then they had, we could call a fourth quarter garbage touchdown. That's it.
That's
from the defense. I mean, that first drive, and then at the end when they're up by, so many points that they gave up maybe a garbage touchdown, so to speak. That, and again, last week we said the same thing. I think there was another pick six last week, and they had like maybe 2 scores besides that.
But it's another example of every phase of our team playing good football. Special teams as well. The hat has to go for special teams.
Special teams have been exceptional.
Keeping that punt, within the 5-yard line and all that sort of stuff is just what you need to see.
And anytime they don't get a kickoff past the 25, and it happens a lot.
I can't believe you guys haven't mentioned the MVP play of Ryan Neal. I mean,
oh my gosh, yes, Rhino, amazing.
Every play, every game, he makes 4, 5, 6 plays that are just awesome.
Just amazing. Just amazing. You're absolutely right. He's like a little heat-seeking missile out there. He just goes out there and he's everywhere.
He's playing the Jamal Adams role really well.
He really is. He really is. And Rhino, without question, is just doing a wonderful job on defense. And we haven't talked earlier about Kenneth Walker on offense.
The thing is, I don't know what else to say about the dude, because it's getting to the situation where I've said so many things. I mean, how this dude doesn't get Offensive Rookie of the Year, I don't know. I mean, this man is like a beast possessed. I mean, he's Marshawn in some ways. He's Sean Alexander in other ways. He's got the ability to break a turn. I don't think his legs work in the same way as other human beings, because one minute he's falling down, literally going to hit the deck, and then all of a sudden he's done a full 180 and is going in the other direction. That's not normal. He's a mystery man, and I don't know. And again, credit to John Schneider, credit to the front office who spot it, who see these things, who make the determination of who we're going to pick. Because I tell you what, they've picked a hell of a doozy set of rookies.
Well, let's not act like this is shocking that much from him. I mean, he was like in the Heisman race last year, so
and he was the number. Well, a lot of people had his number 1 running back or top 2, 3 running back. You're right.
But I was also going to say, I don't know if I'm being critical, but one thing I'm critical about Walker, if anything, is he seems to do nothing in the first half, but then when it gets to the third and the fourth quarter, he explodes, which is good to end the game. But, if there's one thing to criticize is in the first half, he really doesn't do much if you look at his stats. But third, fourth quarter, 7 yards per carry in the fourth quarter. So
do you think that's him, or do you think that's the plays that Pete Carroll and others are picking?
It's kind of like the Marshawn Lynch, just slow, methodical beatdown. Those 2 to 3 yard runs turn into 5 to 6 yard runs.
That's what I always used to say, slow, methodical beatdown. And I was thinking that.
But I don't know if there's one. I'm picking at any little thing I can, but if there's one thing, it's just him being dominant for 4 quarters, which for a running back is hard to do anyways. But that's, if there's anything, it'd be have him play well in the first half.
And those 13 play 8 or 9 minute drives in the fourth quarter when you have the lead. I know Jimmy Foreman calls him the closer. K9, he calls him the closer. Yeah. And that's what, like you said, the slow, methodical beatdowns. That's what we used to do with Marshawn Lynch. That is Pete Carroll philosophy. Slow, methodical beatdown. And in the fourth quarter, you run the clock out with the win.
I also want to acknowledge that Dennis was proven right this time, going up for 4 downs.
Yes.
Sometimes it doesn't work. So
yeah,
we gave him props last time. This time we have to say Dennis was right.
That was right.
It was a bad time to. Although I think you supported the call.
Actually, yeah, this time I actually supported the 4th down and didn't get it. So
I didn't get it. And I will say, I almost lost my bloody voice screaming at the bloody announcers that 2 forward passes in a play is not a legal move.
Yeah.
I'm like, somebody better throw a flag in a minute, because otherwise I'm going to go there and I'll throw the damn flag.
You're on your way. Yeah.
I was also just going to mention that Ken Walker, talking about him again. Obviously, we knew he was really fast and really shifty, but his power has been really impressive. That last touchdown, when he was powering the whole time, that was what was really impressive.
Yes.
To me, we all know he's fast and shifty, but when he can show his power, that is impressive.
That is impressive. He is an impressive person, and we haven't talked about Metcalf. We haven't talked about Lockett, and everybody. I mean, we could name the whole team here.
That catch by Metcalf in the back of the end zone.
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! And Fan having 3 catches for 95. That last play, the last drive where he took us to field goal range when we were going to run out the clock for 3.5 minutes. Everyone's contributing. Parkinson, Disley. I could go on and on. The line.
And that makes the question: who gets the game ball and who gets it even harder? So
that's a wonderful segue, Matt. Because
let's have a look.
Let's have a look at the 2-minute warning and see exactly who did get it in the Posse Prediction Challenge. Yes, 2-minute warning. Let's see how we did our Posse Prediction Challenge for this game between the Arizona Cardinals and the Seattle Seahawks. First, the score. Look, I had 31-20, and it was 31-21. Pretty good, huh?
Pretty good.
Jose had 31. Chris had 31. Andy had a 10-point win, and I had the closest score. So that's pretty good. Prognostications. Walker with a touchdown. Yep. I like Mike's. Mike went for a triple crown here. Lockett, Walker, and Metcalf. They all scored. So good for him. Walker had over 100 yards. Smith did have 2 touchdown passes. Myers had a 49-yard field goal, so Jimmy didn't get that. Brooks did lead in tackles for Will, Lil Mo.
Keep going.
And the Seahawks had a lot of sacks and may have now here's the game ball.
Everybody.
You tell me somebody on there didn't deserve it.
Do you know what? I agree 100%.
Walker 100 yards. Nuoso 2 sacks. Irvin a sack. Lockett a touchdown. Metcalf a touchdown. Brooks led the team in tackles. Everyone got a game ball. I don't think that's ever happened before, but everyone got a game ball. So well done. The over and under was over, which means everybody on our team got a point, and Jose, Mike, Kerry, and Jimmy got points on the other team.
Lil Mo, what happened?
Don't talk to me.
Still got a lot of points though. Look at you.
Look who led week 9 scores. This guy. 7. Jose with 6. Chris with 5. Andy 4. Mike, Kerry, Will, Matt, Zazay, Mark 3, Mark, Jimmy, Dustin, Little Mo with 2. Becky got a point. Everybody got a point. And our overall scores look like this. Mike, Chris, and Jose all tied at 21. Jimmy at 17.
I'm very close to you, Lil Mo. I'm not the way you've noticed.
Andy 16, Moses 15, Kerry 14.
Dustin. This is
Zazay, Mark 13, Mark, Dustin, Will at 10, Little Mo at 9, Becky at 8, and Matt at 7. We closed the gap a little bit.
His name should be Lil Dustin.
I think this is the most points we've ever had in our Posse Prediction Challenge. I think there were over 40 points or something ridiculous like that.
Wait, who started off with the lead by 12 or whatever first week?
Mike.
He's choking.
Yeah, he's choking. As we go into game 10, it's only 7 points. Ooh. Team 12 99, Team Posse 92.
Oh, no.
We cut that 13-point lead almost in half.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Are you scared, Little Mo? Are you scared?
So scared.
Oh,
you still have Dustin on your team. He won't give you any points.
I told you not to talk about people that aren't around. Anyway, that will take us to halftime.
It's halftime, bitches!
Oh, we've got a lot more show. It's all about Germany and the Buccaneers from here on out. But before we go to the second half, it is halftime, and it's time for America's favorite Seahawk Deep Trivia game on the internet, 12-Man Fan Jam Show Halftime Trivia
of the world.
Of the world. And that's coming up right after this. Don't you go changing.
You are watching the 12-Man Fan Jam Show, a Seahawk Positivity production.
Yes, welcome everyone to America's favorite Seahawk-themed trivia game on the internet, 12-Man Fan Jam Show Halftime Trivia
of the world.
Yes, the game that challenges the posse and our listeners and a lot of people that watch.
Jimmy hits hard in Indiana.
Yeah. The questions will be over here to your left. As we do this, the challenges are, of course, Lil Mo and Matt one-on-one. There will be 4 questions for each of you in the first 4 rounds, a point per question, and then a 2-point or maybe 3-point, depending on the situation, final question, and then maybe a top secret overtime question if we need it. Once for the first 4 questions, you can ask me to take an answer away from the question. And each of you will have 3 questions that are about football and 1 that's not. So Matt, you want odd or even?
Odd, please.
Matt is odd.
Yeah.
How odd for Matt. All right, odd Matt. Your first question is a football question.
Yay!
It's about Seahawks and the Buccaneers in 2019. And what I want to know is, how many touchdown passes did Russell throw in that game? 3, 4, or 5? 2019, how many touchdown passes for Russell Wilson? 3, 4, or 5?
5.
Wow. Well, you just don't mess around, do you?
I might be wrong. Am I wrong?
No, you're right. It's 5.
Yeah. Seem to remember that.
Yeah.
The overtime game, right?
Yep.
All right. Question 2, right out of the gate. Lil Mo, you get your non-football question. What is the most popular surname in Germany? Muller, Meyer, or Schmidt? Most popular surname in Germany: Muller, Meyer, or Schmidt?
Oh God. Is Oscar Meyer from Germany?
I don't know.
I'm gonna go with Schmidt.
Schmidt. Achtung. You are wrong. Muller. Yeah. All right. Back to football.
Matt would have knew it. Wigged.
Matt, when the Seahawks play the
I'm
Buccaneers.
an expert in German.
You will learn German in you?
Only on Thursdays.
Seahawks play the Buccaneers in 2004. How many times was Matty Hasselbeck at that game? 3, 4, or 5?
I have to say, this is not a game I remember.
All these questions stuck.
Shall we be optimistic? Let's say 3.
Let us be optimistic, shall we?
It's still pretty bad.
None of those answers are good, little man.
None of them are good. And he was 5 times. He was sacked 5 times. Yeah.
I was wrong to be optimistic.
Who did the Bucks even have that year on team?
Who knows? It was after they won the Super Bowl 2002, so they still had a pretty good defense.
Yeah.
Your question is the Buccaneers in 1996. How many times was Rick Meyer sacked in that game? 3, 4, or 5?
Let's be optimistic. 3.
Let's be optimistic and go 3.
I did not say it like that.
Yeah.
I just don't want to install a bunch of people with an accent, so I just.
It's 1-1.
Your dad does it all the time. Don't worry.
Here is your 5th question.
He will never ever get to travel to Pakistan. No.
Right.
Right.
When the Seahawks played the Buccaneers in 2013, Matt, who had the most receiving yards for the Seahawks in that game? Doug Baldwin, Jermaine Kearse, or Zach Miller?
Zach Miller was probably too busy blocking.
Jermaine Kearse was the other white meat. Remember that? The other white meat. I know.
I'll go with Dougie B. I think, Dougie Fresh.
Dougie Fresh, Dougie B.
Oh, God.
Got it. There's the receiving yards, by the way. Zach was 7th or 2nd on the team.
Well, I'm surprised because normally if he's just stood there.
I agree with you.
Getting ready to be hit.
No kidding. Lil Mo, the Seahawks played the Buccaneers in 1977. How many touchdown passes did good old Seahawks quarterback Steve Meyer throw in that game?
I didn't even know the Bucks.
Meyer.
I didn't know the Bucks existed.
Steve Meyer.
When did they come into the league?
Steve Meyer.
I love it.
When did they come to the league?
76.
Oh, fantastic. 4.
4.
Steve Meyer.
Yeah.
Oh! Sorry, got excited.
What's up?
I didn't think the other thing back in
Steve Meyer.
1977.
All right.
It's been around that long.
Matt, this is your non-football question. You'll probably roll right through this, but I don't care. What is the drinking age in Germany? 16, 17, or 18?
Oh, no, I won't, because sugar bound, because I'm trying to think, because my friend broke the law in Germany when he was there. I'm trying to think of what it was.
Wait, is Germany vodka or is that Russia?
No,
that's Russia. Beer is Germany.
Beer, Germany.
I want to say the drinking age in Germany is 16.
You want to say it, but
I want to say it, probably 17, but I'm going to go with 16.
He's going to go with 16. Yes, it is. Ties him up. All right. Question 8, Lil Mo.
Is this like the final question before the final question?
Yeah, it's the final question before the final question, and then it'll be the final question.
Yeah.
Seahawks played the Buccaneers in 2016. How many interceptions did Russell throw in that game? 1, 2, or 3?
Oof.
Yeah, go ahead, take one away, bud.
Okay, is it 1 or 2?
Okay, well, I'm moving 1. I know 1. I'm gonna go 2. I know 1, but I'm going with 2. 2.
Being a realist.
2.
He's not playing the Broncos.
Yes.
Oh, you're right though.
Though I know there was one that got popped up in the air that randomly got intercepted.
There you go.
And I don't know the other one, but I'm blessed.
Little Mo, you have 3 points.
Yeah, how many does
you have? 2?
You suck.
I have 2.
It's time for the final question. Now it's time for a final question. Yeah. All right.
Doesn't matter. It's not the last question.
Final question worth 2 points. There will be a champion. The order goes Maddie first and then Little Mo second. It is a number, of course, as always.
As always.
Without going over gets it. And if you're both over, who is closest gets the crowning of 12-Man Fan Jam Show Halftime Trivia Champion of the World, episode 1017. Here we go. Maddie.
Yes.
The very first year of existence in 1976.
I don't want to be here.
The Buccaneers and the Seahawks played each other. I want to know how many yards of offense did the Seahawks have in that very first game? Yards of offense in 1976.
Absolutely no
I'm
idea.
so happy you guessed first. This is awesome.
Well, yeah.
I love this.
You just have to go 1 yard and then,
yeah.
You're probably right. Let's have a think about this. So you can't even tell me the score, I suppose, to tell me whether it was a high scoring or low scoring game.
I can't do that. I can tell you it was 1976 and it was the first year existence for
Before
both teams.
I was born.
I think the Seahawks won.
I was born.
I actually have somewhere around here. I cut out the Sports Illustrated that had a story about it. You know, like pictures and stuff, an article. Somewhere around here, I have that.
Yeah, because you're old and you went to the game, probably.
No. I thought
He just has it.
Yeah,
He just has it. I want to say that they did. Oh, I don't know.
You gotta think. The Bucs lost 26 games in a row.
it's true.
Oh,
It's got
good.
nothing to do with 76.
Yeah, it is because it was during that time.
Oh, and about this game, I'm going to say 321.
1 yard. 1 yard.
321.
1 yard.
Lil Mo's going 1 yard.
He's done me over. He's done me over.
You go
I
1
think I
yard,
lost.
Lil Mo?
Yeah.
321 or 1. The first existence 1976. The Seahawks and the Buccaneers played each other. The Seahawks won the game and they only had 253 yards of offense. Little Mo, you are this episode's 12-Man Fan Jam Show halftime trivia champion of the world.
Of the world!
Of the world. Congratulations, Little Mo. Well done.
Well done.
Matt predicted it by saying, yeah, we'll see when trivia happens.
I tell you, I feel like the Broncos. I've got no offensive capability in this game at all anymore.
It happens.
Okay.
It happens. Congratulations, Lil Mo. You want to take a bow? That's long enough. All right. Coming up in the second half, we are going to talk a lot about the upcoming game between your Seahawks and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in Germany. We'll be back. Mach schnell. Don't you go changing.
You are watching the 12-Man Fan Jam Show, a Seahawk Positivity production. Holy shit, it's the third quarter!
Yes, welcome to the start of the second half of episode 1017, the Germany Buccaneers edition of your 12-Man Fan Jam Show. Matt from Merry Old England, Little Mo, and myself are here to guide you through the second half of this show and talk about the Tampa Bay Buccaneers game, which is this Sunday at 9:30 in the morning on the East Coast, 6:30 in the morning on the Pacific Coast. And Matt over in merry old England.
It's 2:30 in the afternoon.
2:30 in the afternoon.
Ooh.
Exciting. So,
Yeah.
breakfast with the Seahawks for many of us. Matt's used to having a midnight snack. But,
Yes. And I'm not even going to watch the game.
I know. Sad but true. So, we're going to start by looking at the injuries on both teams for this game. And we usually turn to Dr. Dustin, but since he's out on making house calls, we're going to turn to Dr. Lil Mo. Dr. Lil Mo with the 12-Man Fan Jam Show injury report. Tell us the news.
All right. I'm going to start with the Buccaneers here.
Hey, you know where your Buccaneers are? The side of your bucket head. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm pretending I didn't hear that. We're gonna have They have 3 players out. They got Russell Gage, the wide receiver, with a hamstring injury. He is out, not participated all week in injury. They got, I apologize in advance, Luke Godeka.
Okay.
Yep, foot injury. He's a guard. He's out.
Go, Godeka. Go, Godeka, go.
We got J.J. Russell, a linebacker with a hamstring, and he's out. And then they have a questionable Cameron Brate to the tight end with a neck injury. He is questionable. So there's that. He's been a full participant, though, all week. So,
Do you know, if I had $1 for every time I had a questionable tight end, I'd be just a millionaire.
With a sore neck. I'm just saying.
Ba-dum-bum.
on to the Seahawks, they have only 2 players on the injury list. We have
Awesome.
Colin Gillespie, the linebacker / fullback / whatever. He is going to need surgery on his knee, so he is obviously out for this game, and he might be out for a while.
Sounds like
He
it.
hurt last game. And then the only other player is questionable Marquise Goodwin with that groin injury,
Pulled his groin. Pulled it right off.
and he's
Holy
questionable.
cow.
So that's
Awesome.
That's all.
That's
That's
good.
it.
That's a really short list. We like that this time of year.
I love that.
And we got the bye week coming up.
Oh,
for a
Dustin.
break,
It's
so-
short for Dustin.
Oh,
Not here to
okay.
defend himself.
Cannot wait for the next show. Thank you, Little Mo, for the injury report. And now we go to weather and fashion report for someone who actually lives over in Europe where this game is going to take place. That is Matt from Marriott, England, with the 12-Man Fan Jam Show fashion and weather report. Oh, Matt.
Yes, thank you, Moses. Unfortunately, Earl, do you remember Earl?
Mhm.
Well, he couldn't get a visa to travel to Germany this weekend. Something about an unspent conviction. Apparently a parking thing in Washington, D.C. a few Januaries ago. Well, I think he said parking. It was either that or insurrection. I can't remember. Anyway, Earl couldn't make it. But that's okay, because I realized it's in Europe. So I just have to FaceTime the German Weather Center. And so I did. And I asked them on FaceCam what the weather was going to be like. Now, we didn't get off to the greatest of starts, I'll have to admit. They did immediately shone the line straight in my eyes and made it clear that they were asking the questions. But once they realized I was a Hawks fan, very swiftly and efficiently told me that it will be cold, with the temperatures reaching almost 9 degrees centigrade or 41 degrees Biden. Winds will be light and from the east with no chance of rain. So cold, clear and dry, which is good news.
It's very German.
It's very German. I've got to move on to the next page. This weather report is so long, I've got 2 pages. So what to wear for this game?
She said.
Now, as you know, I love to give ideas that make people feel at home. And as we are in Germany, there really is only 1 or 2 ideas fashion-wise available. The first, of course, is full lederhosen, complete with white shirts, hats, socks up to the knees. I mean, who can resist the feel of tight leather shorts, sewn in codpiece and restrictive braces? You can bet that Aaron Rodgers is really pissed right now. He didn't.
No!
Allegedly. Or, of course, as this is Germany, you can also take this opportunity to blend in and pay homage to Germany's greatest export to the world, which, of course, Dennis, is
Beer?
evil dictators. Yes, that's
Oh,
right.
of course.
So, now, trust me, they love a dictator over there. They love them. Now, you can take your pick when it comes to Germany. Of course, you could go with the granddaddy of them all. You could go with the old Adolf Hitler, complete with silly comb over and half-assed moustache. But that's so last century, don't you think? No. If you want to keep up with the current modern trends in Germany, you should, of course, go as Germany's current favorite dictator, Mr. Vladimir Putin, who they love. No, it's true. It's true, who they love so much that they're helping him fund this war in Ukraine to the tune of several billion euros a year for their gas. And for extra authenticity, remember to speak with the fluent Russian accent. Make sure to invade and illegally possess half of your neighbor's seat at the game. And remember to make sure that your best mate who came with you vanishes without a trace in true KGB style halfway through the game. Trust me, Germans around you will love you even more for that level of authenticity. Now, I won't be at this game, Moses. I have somewhere far better than Germany to visit this weekend. Not even the Seahawks could tempt me over to spend my money in EU la-la land. But if I was going to go there, there really would only be one outfit for me. That's right, I would go as Sir Winston Churchill, complete with a Spitfire fly past, big fat cigar, and the traditional Churchillian salute whenever speaking to anyone German. With all that being said, it looks like perfect Seahawks weather. So Moses, it's back over to you.
Oh, that was fantastic. That's wonderful. Thank you, Matt from Merry Old England. A wonderful weather and fashion report.
You're welcome. And now, please be upstanding and welcome our own Reverend Moses from the St. Paul Allen Church of Seahawk Positivity for his sermon for this upcoming game. Oh, Reverend.
Yes, it is I, the self-appointed Reverend Moses of the St. Paul Allen Church Seahawk Positivity. How is everyone this evening?
Good, thank you, Reverend. Yourself?
Oh, pretty good. Good to see everybody. It's a little quiet. It's a little depleted. I think some of the boys were afraid that they would be taken in Germany and not brought back, but we won't talk about that. What a season so far, gentlemen. What a season. The Seahawks have given us bigger surprises than Cleolanda's secret ingredient when she adds to the punch of our weekly get-togethers. You know, you just never know what you're going to get out of that. One week you take a drink and there's no problems. Next time you take a drink, you're seeing long-lost dead relatives that owe you money. It's just sad. But I digress. So good to be here as we can go on to the word with Seahawk Positivity, the book of Seahawk Positivity, chapter 10, verses 7 to 12. So now we do travel with a great distance to the land of sauerkraut and Oktoberfest, the land of Deutschmarks and Hasselhoff fans. There they are met by the armada of pirates from the Bay of Tampa, led by an old seaman, and no one likes old seamen. They tend to pilfer a victory from us, but we are too strong and powerful in the name of Seahawk Positivity is within us no matter where we are. So we then take those pirates and send them back across the ocean with their bitter and defeated seamen. And there was much rejoicing in the land. Yes, this is the word of Seahawk Positivity. Can you feel the power of Seahawk Positivity? Can you feel it? Let's hear it now, man. Nice and loud.
Amen.
That's another thing that's another one somebody said. If you believe in the power, give our defense the ability to make Tom Brady more scared than Giselle's divorce attorney. Something like that. Let's hear an amen, nice and loud.
Amen.
Amen.
I didn't write it. I just pronounce it. If you believe in the power to give our offense the ability to score more than David Hasselhoff at a German movie festival, let's hear it amen, nice and loud.
Amen.
Amen.
Yes, that's the power. My brethren, we are loud and proud to us. I don't sprechen Sie Deutsch. I sprechen Sie victory. That's all I do. These Buccaneers may be on the side of your bucket head, but they're going to hear the sound of defeat this Sunday. This has been your self-appointed Reverend Moses of the St. Paul Allen Church Seahawk Positivity. Go forth, my brethren. Go forth and spread the good word of Seahawk Positivity. Praise Largent. Praise Cortez Kennedy. Praise Kenny Easley. And as always, go Hawks. Coming up next, we have game balls, predictions, and prognostications for that game between your Seattle Seahawks and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And that is coming up right after this.
You are watching the 12-Man Fan Jam Show, a Seahawk Positivity production. It's the fourth quarter, bitches.
Yes, welcome to the fourth and final quarter of the German Buccaneers edition of your 12-Man Fan Jam Show. The Seahawks and Buccaneers this Sunday, 9:30 in the morning on the East Coast, 6:30 in the morning on the West Coast, and 2:30 in the afternoon if you're in England. The Seahawks currently 1.5-point underdog And the over-under is at 49.5. So let's look at our predictions, prognostications, and game balls for that game. First off, with Team Posse, or Team 12, Jose, 34-24 Hawks, game ball to K9, and his prognostication stays the same. I forget what it is, but he's keeping it there. Mark Type Turner says, again, remember, Mark is having them lose because it seems to be good luck. Bucks 21, Hawks 17, game ball to Bryant. K9 will score another touchdown. Carey, Seattle 27, Bucks 24. Tariq Rowland gets a game-changing INT with a pick, and K9 is my game ball. Gainsey Falcon, which she hopes Google translated to go Hawks. We'll see. Jimmy, I think this game could go down to the wire. I'm not buying that Tom is done. Tampa Bay sucks thing. This is Tom Brady. They have Godwin, Evans, and Julio Jones, along with a ton of talent on defense. Hawks pull off a close one, 23-20. Prognostication, DK with the touchdown. Game ball to the closer, Walker. Becky, 35-12. Metcalf game ball. Brady sacked 3 times. Little Mo, what do you got?
All right. Yes. I've got a score of 30-16 Seattle.
Nice.
All right, I got a joke lined up. So Chenarosu is my game ball. All right, and Chenarosu is going to deflate Tom Brady's balls with 2 sacks.
Nice.
No, with
Nice.
1 sack. With 1 sack.
Nuoso with a sack.
We're going to deflate his ball.
With a sack.
And that's
All
what
sack.
deflated balls.
Deflate gate all over again.
Deflate gate, all good. Deflated balls everywhere for everybody.
I'm so proud
All
of
right.
myself.
I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you, son.
I just thought of that.
We're proud of you.
I'm proud of you. God, I'm gonna cry. It's so
Thank you.
his
Thank you.
first
Thank you.
joke about
Balls.
It's so wonderful. Okay. Team Posse. God. Team Posse. Chris, so the Hawks fly east to the land of beer, sausage, and leather pants. Sounds like a good night out.
Yeah.
After the last trip to Europe, I hope all the 12s have a safe trip and the team that can make it worth the journey. They're taking on the Bucks led by heartbroken TB12, who did us a favor by beating the Lambs last week. Now time for the Hawks to spread their wings and soar even higher and further ahead in the NFC West. I can see the Hawks winning 30-20. Watch my game ball Woolen show why he should be the running for defensive rookie of the year and not the condiment, which is sauce, I'm sure.
Oh, no. That was dumb.
And watch Brady eat dust 4 times in the game by prognostication. This is the way. Okay. Andy, Seattle 37. The Sucks 16. Game ball to K9 prognostication. No TD for Brady. Interesting.
Ooh.
That's been Mark 23-20 Seahawks. K9 150 yards rushing. Game ball to K9. Dustin 31-17 Hawks. Game ball. It's hard not to pick Walker for a game ball. Prognostication Woolen is due for another INT, and I'd love to see him get one off on Brady and say, "You mad, bro?" Remember?
Oh, I was there, my first ever game in Seattle.
Yeah, that's what we met. Matt and I met at that game. Yeah.
So emotional.
I know. First the scrum jokes, and now we're talking about Brady being mad. Will, prediction 23-14 Hawks, prognostication 3 sacks by Brady, game ball to K9. Matt, hello.
Hello.
What you got for us?
Good night. Right.
Good morning.
Seahawks 34.
Okay.
Buccaneers 27.
All right.
I agree. Actually, I think Woolen is due a big game, and I think actually the GOAT is looking a little mutton at the moment. So let's go with Woolen as the game ball. Prognostication: Woolen gets an INT against Brady.
All right.
And I think that I think it's interesting, and we were saying this earlier on. I don't know how come we're 1.5 point under. I generally don't understand how we're 1.5 point underdogs at a away stadium, which I can tell you now is going to be packed to the rafters with Trolls fans.
I know
there are more Troll fans in Germany and the UK and France combined.
There are.
Than you can possibly imagine.
We're on a 4-game winning streak. We're a better record. I don't understand going into the game how we can be underdogs.
Brady.
Well, when you watch it, just listen to hear if you can hear the Seahawk chanting, because I tell you now, if it's anything like Wembley was in 2018, the place is going to be rocking. So watch this space.
Wembley was insane.
No idea how we're 1.5.
Wembley was like a home game. It was amazing.
Yeah, and this will be the same again.
Excellent. I'm glad to hear that. I'm really glad to hear that because it also happens to be my turn. So
it does.
Yeah. I have a little history lesson for you guys here. You're going to love this. Okay.
Let me get comfy.
Get comfy.
Honestly, if I do in class.
Yeah. Whoa. I got like really bright there. Sorry. All right. Hey, last week, the Seahawks and quarterback Geno Smith both continued to shock and awe the NFL, running off another impressive victory that has many preseason pundits pondering their one-loss choices for the Seahawks back in August. The Seahawks tracked well to Germany this week. Germany, or as I called it, the homeland. That's right. See, my family actually literally came from Germany to America in the early 20th century. In fact, the surname Nippenberg, which is my surname, was actually von Nippenberg. That's right. We were kind of like royalty up there. My research indicated that there was something written about the Nippenbergs. This is our family crest, so to speak, the Nippenberg family crest from Germany. And more importantly, Matt, I know you're going to love this. This is the Castle von Nippenberg that actually existed, the Castle von Nippenberg. And this is real. Beautifully located on the right riverbank of the Elms. The other side surrounded by old trees, gardens, and ponds, sites the eminent building of the grounds. It's an interesting old building in medieval style, like no other building in Old Westfosser. And that was written in 1830. Unfortunately, in 1884, the World Health Officer, Dr. Albers, declared the Castle Nippenberg uninhabitable. At the time, the castle was surrounded by swamps and sewers, and drinking water became danger for health. In fact, the doctor was infected by some sort of malaria after his visit. It was demolished in 1962 after 8% of it was destroyed in World War II bombing. So basically, like Monty Python and the Holy Grail, my family's Castle Nippenberg literally fell into the swamp.
That's our life right there. Yeah, it is.
But I digress.
Sorry about that, Bowman.
That's all right. The Buccaneers come into this game 4-5 and in first place. What? First place? 4-5? All right. On offense, they're led by some guy named Brady. I don't know. But the offense has recently been as depleted as Tom's bank account after Giselle is done with him. Only 18 points a game. Head coach Todd Bowles, who looks on the sidelines like someone looking for his lost car in a parking lot, has a team that averages giving up 18 points as well. So they're scoring 18, giving up 18. While in business, the same amount of points at both sides is a nice break even. In the NFL, that doesn't get you very well. But last week, Tom was well, and Tom was a little terrific in the fourth quarter as the Bucs snatched a last-second win against the Rams. But not this week. Watch my game ball, K9. Woof. Get 100 yards rushing. My prognostication. Oh, Tom. Deutschland is not for you. Seattle Seahawks win by a score of Seahawks 30, Tampa Bay Buccaneers 20. Achtung, mach schnell, book it.
It is a booked.
It is a book.
Nine.
And now, we finish the show. It's downtime on 12-Man Fan Jam Show when we got do. Okay, sorry. That's Sprockets. This is the 12-Man Fan Jam Show. Oh, my God. I'm as happy as a little girl. Okay.
He did foot. That's true.
Sorry. Now it is really time to end the show. We want to thank you all for listening and putting up with us this week of the 12-Man Fan Jam Show. Oh, my God. We hope you learned a little something. Maybe you laughed. Maybe you cried. Maybe you're going to call and complain. Whatever you want to do.
You should.
On behalf of Matt from Maryland, England, Little Mo, Abby, April, Kona, Matt, or Dustin. I already said Matt. Dustin, Will, Statsman Mark, and everyone here at Seahawk Positivity Productions. I'd like to say, as always, until next time, go Hawks.
Go Hawks.
Go Hawks. Oh, yeah.
So are you gonna share them tuck biscuits then?
I'm as happy as a little girl.